Hello? Chat! Chat, can you hear me, chat? How are you all doing, chat? Let me see if how far behind I am. How far am I behindest? I am having some thunderstorm fun today. So if you guys hear a death rumble in the background, know that it is the wrath of the gods. Let me see. Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Nora. Thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Bella Nutella. Here we go. Let's go. Rope and Ranch. Pope and Page. You're here too. Yes, you're all good. Aggressively. Rope and Ranch totally can't. Hi, the Coyote Outlaw. That's a freaking cool name. You guys have such cool names. I have Rattle. It's so you can't even make fun of Rattle. The most you can do is Cattle. It's not a great name to make fun of. Abigail Pinehaven is so much fun. You can do Abifail Winehaven. You can do Abigail, Axehaven. What do you call it? Hammerhaven. I don't freaking know. You can do a lot of stuff with Abigail. Her name. Oh, the tea's about to begin. Well, that's not a lot of tea. We just got a lot to cover. I just really want to catch up a little bit on horse games. Before we do that, though, I wanna give you guys some appreciation for this artist. Do you guys actually know who this artist is? Just for interest's sake, because I forgot to grab the memes, so we're doing some art appreciation today. It's Frank Rosetta. Do you guys know who that is? Bella says, I guess we'll have to settle. You're gonna have to settle. I'm so sorry, Bella. We are going to cover the Star Stable situation, though, because there is a little bit of tea to go there, essentially. We call it juice. I don't know. We call it juice. Rope and Ranches, but what kind of cattle would you be? I'm a blank. Like, I have no... You tell me, Red. What type of cattle would I be? I have no idea. I don't know cattle. I know you get the Jersey cow. That is the milk one. Or is that not the milk one? I don't remember. That wallpaper is saying, yeah, this is Frank freaking hell. I keep buggering up his last name, but Frank Rosetta. He is the artist, like a very cool artist that kind of made his name in the 1970s, 80s, and I love him because he was the inspiration for Dragon Age Origins, and that is not what we got with Veilguard. I just really wanted to share that with you guys tonight. That's what we're doing as an icebreaker today. I'm very sorry. Nora says, Rattle is clearly a sassy longhorn. You know what? I'll take that. Rope and Ranch, or Red says a Hereford. You'd be a Hereford. What the heck is a Hereford? Hereford. A Hereford. I'm calling it a Hereford from now on. It's a Hereford. All right, so let's get into some fun stuff. So before we get into all of that, I just want to say that I've finally figured something out for my Ko-Fi. I'm sharing little thumbnails, and I'm sharing script excerpts. If you kind of want to see my scripts a little earlier, you can go buy me one coffee and you'll have access to that. Hopefully I'll keep this up. I'm not very good at keeping consistent with this type of stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, just a little something. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but the thunder just literally slammed like right next to me. This is going to be an interesting stream. Anyway, all right, so you guys ready? Let's get into the first one. That is a cow, no? What is a cow? Wait, what are you guys talking about? Lajika says, oh my, you would be Tattle. Tattle! That's a good one! Tattle Rattle. I like that. Little Aussie says, can I just say my dog loves listening to your voice, Rattle? Aw, I put on one of your vids and he just settles right down. Yeah, for calming influence. Love your vids. Aw, that's actually so freaking cute. I love that. Give your dog a little scritch from me, please. Sandy Darkfill says, I mean, she's obviously a rat, but like, I am a rat. I'm a dirty, dirty little rat. I'm not going to continue that thought. Nora Edwards says, that's why the name is familiar. All right. So let's get into Astride. How do you guys feel about Astride currently? How is the... We're going to leave Star Stable for last, by the way. We got a lot to cover. We're going to cover some old games. We're going to cover some new games that I kind of stumbled across. We're going to go into ETG a little bit. We're going to be looking at a little bit. We're going to touch on ETG a little bit. But first, let's see here what you guys think about the how Astride's kind of moving forward. Are you happy? Are you upset? Do you think it's going well? I feel like I'm always answering this question and I always get the same answer. Let me see here. Thunder strikes. Liam Sundon says Thunderstrike #1 of the stream. It might get worse. We had hail earlier. It might get worse. So Nora says, oh, that's what it was. I thought my neighbor jumping on my floor, but no, rattlestorm. What does your neighbor do that they jump that hard? Like, oh my gosh. The Coyote Outlaw says they haven't played Astride. Astride is an in-development game, for those who might not know, that has kind of been going very slow in development, but let's rather get into this. So, for the first couple of things that they've done is they have added a new concept art for a character called Marimba, which is very interesting. As Marimba, it's actually interesting that they made her black. Marimba is, for those of you who might not know, is actually a goddess in the African mythology. I actually spoke to one of the artists. I don't remember where, but I kind of mentioned like the African mythology stuff. She sounded very interesting. I think this is really cool because it kind of embraces African mythology. It kind of brings in a little bit more of that, and I'm so happy that people are kind of looking at this a little bit, because I personally love African mythology. I think it's a very overlooked mythology. For those of you who have never read the story of Marimba, please go and do so. It's such a cool story. Like, literally, the name marimba comes from the musical instrument marimba, the marimba, which is used in Zulu and Xhosa tribes in the South African or in Africa, essentially. It's a very cool story. Go and read it. So this is kind of cool, new concept art for a character. I think that's pretty cool. They also added the Nordland, and they're also adding some tag fitting. So Matilda, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I always get it wrong for some freaking reason. I'm not about to swear. And I just lost my entire stream's thing. Oh, I'm an idiot. So they say that they have sort of added some detail. I think the horse looks very good, but all of their horse models always look very good. I think that it looks very pretty. I think that they take a lot of time to get in those details. It's just so much visual, unfortunately. It's a lot of visual. So here we can see kind of they kind of took the Jutland and they burp. They took the Jutland and the Arabian and they sort of put the tack on them to kind of, refit them and stuff. It looks very good, as we can see. It looks very good. Let me see. Bella Natala says there's snow there. Oh, that's awesome. Iga Chicken says, hello, everyone. Hi, Iga Chica. Iga Chica. I'm going to call you Iga Chica. I'm going to forget that in like 10 seconds. Hi, Bunwe. Thank you for being here. And Victoria also says, hi, Bunwe. Liam Sundin says it adds diversity to the project, in my opinion. Yes. They have a lot of interesting horse breeds and stuff that they're adding. I would just like to see a little bit more gameplay, but, that is sort of the current sort of frustration with Astride, is the fact that gameplay is very slow to be added, but we'll have to wait and see if it gets any better. Sandy says, also, tiny reminder to everyone in the chat, sometimes when Rattle freezes, the stream gets sort of delayed, etc., so you might have to jump forward to speed it up. Thank you, Sandy. Yes, my stream is terrible. Oh, yes, by the way, I'm getting a new screen. Woo! I actually, my current screen is damaged because water fell on it, so it's like full of stripes. So I'm like reading your chat through stripes. It's a lot of fun. So much fun to have that. So I'm so glad I'm getting a new screen. Thank you guys for that, by the way. You guys are awesome. Thanks to Ko-Fi supporters and stuff. Anyway, just wanted to say thanks for that. Screen will be here next week, so then I'll be able to have one screen on the one hand, and then you don't have to see your chat in my stream anymore. Anyway, God, I'm babbling. So, Diamond says, Rattle's R-rolls are really scratching my brain. Really, Diamond? Are my R-rolls scratching your brain? I had to do that. So, let me see. I feel... Okay, Nora Edward Studio. Nora, thank you. Says, I feel they very focus... I feel they're still very focused on environment and props, where I would love them to focus on debug and the gameplay, which is still weird to play. Yeah, it doesn't feel very gameplay. Abigail Pinehaven says, congrats on 20k. Yay, thank you, Abby. I have to do a stream. I have to do a stream for 20k, not with my potato stream, but I'll figure something out. I'm gonna pay for something to get my thing up. Babble Rattle, that's actually a really good name. Babble Rattle, Superior. Thank you, Superior, and hello. So, moving on, they also sort of changed. Astride has also kind of changed up a lot of stuff. Also, hi Abigail, thank you for joining the stream. Wow, I'm very all over the place tonight. But so they also sort of changed the what do you call it? The horse creator. They've kind of added this nice little background where you're going to be able to create the horse. They're working on environment. They're working on fog and weather a little bit. And then this person, sorry, let me just get her name. Tirna says that she is also working on a little something secret. She can't really say what it is, but the wall should give you an idea of what it might be. It could be a house. Could be a house. Or it could be like a torture chamber. Or it could be a fungeon. Is it the fungeon, Abby? Is it the fungeon? Is she working on the fungeon? Tell me, Abigail. I'm being... Wait, see what you guys say here. Oh, congrats on hitting 20K. Thank you, Bunway. That's pretty sweet. I'm very happy. It's so cool. I never thought I'd reach that. It feels so bizarre. Like, thank you all so much for that. So, let me see here. Yeah, I Got Chicken says, is that a ghost horse? I wish it would be like... I wish someone would make a horse game, a horror horse game. Good grief. Nora says, wait. Like how they have a playing game and still are on concept art. It feels a bit all over the place. I'm doing storyboard for VR experience and concept artist first step. Concept artist first. Yeah, I think that is sort of a huge problem. It really does feel like they're moving slowly, so forward, so slowly. It almost feels like they're not moving forward at all. I'm kind of working on a video on that. Hopefully, it'll bring a little bit information to the whole thing, like a little bit insight into it. But we'll see how that goes. I'm hopeful, but we'll see. So Abigail says, no, the fungeon is copyrighted. I knew it. So, hi Flickers. And okay, so they also are working on lead changes, refusals, and IK system, which I'll get into. So lead changes is pretty nice. They say that is a bit of a situation because they're trying to mirror the kind of animation on both ends. So that's a little bit of a thing. And they're also fixing some of the animation. Look at that beautiful hoof. Look at that beautiful hoof. They're also fixing some of the animations as they're going forward. So that's great. They're also going to be adding some refusals at some point, but that's also only in the future. And they're going to be adding some... They have to add the jumping before they add falling. My cell phone just went off. That's like the Star Trek sound effect, for those of you who might not know. Star Trek original series, by the way. That's like 1960s. So the IK system is... The way that I kind of understand it is they're trying to get the horse and rider to move slightly differently. So instead of remaking animations for the rider every time the horse does something, they're trying to make it kind of a smart animation that kind of moves with the horse as it moves. Sort of the way that I understand it, that's like very low-tech way to explain it, but that's kind of the way that I understood it. But the funny part was this, like, I feel like if my rider could do this, I would be very happy. That's what some of you guys are saying. Bella Natala says, a horror horse game might be the only horror game I would play. I play horror games. You should try horror games. They're very good for the heart, just to kind of get it kicking again. Stiffer. I can't read your name. My laptop is so warm after the new SSO update. It sounds like it's about to take off. Hang on to it. Maybe it'll go to the moon. So Liam Smudden says, oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. The Coyote Outlaw says, I was talking last year about a horror horse game. I don't have the skills, but I have so many ideas. Make it, Coyote Outlaw. We want horror. So Victoria says, I do have to leave stream early, but I have enjoyed my time here. Thank you for being here, Victoria. I really appreciate it. Nora, you're being very chatty tonight, my dear. I know the team is good and I feel they handle the community really well and I believe in them. I am just a bit worried about the order of the steps sometimes. Oh, there's the second thunderclap. Yeah, that's also something. That's brilliant, right? Yeah, that is something. It kind of feels like they need to focus, like, I don't know. It feels like everyone's kind of working in their own little cornering and then coming together and just sharing what they're working on. Like, maybe that is the process of game development. You know, for a larger game, it's so difficult. I want to love this game. It's just so difficult at this point because it's so slow. That's the kind of the thing that I think that gets a lot of people. So the programmer kind of goes into more of the horse creator. Here you can kind of see that. It looks pretty good. Like, it again, like, look at the size the size adjustments, the face, look at that. It's so cool. And all the breeds that you can choose from. It's so good. Superior. Rattle plays horror games just to feel Yes, horse games make me dead inside. I only feel misery. I'm laughing at my own freaking jokes tonight. I need to stop doing that. What did I put in my drink? I'll not talk about that. So Diamond says, say, I don't know what you're saving. Oh, Sandy says, I don't remember everything Green Horse said last time, but I remember they mentioned that the animation program was cursed currently. I can imagine the spaghetti code. Oh, Sandy, myself, and Abigail played a game of cone tossing. And one of the developers kind of shuffled into our cone tossing. And he kind of had a discussion with us. That's all on a live stream. You can check that out on Sandy's channel. Sandy, if you can just kind of dump a link here. I wouldn't mind that people can go look at that because that was actually a lot of fun. So then the last thing that they kind of did is just some cosmetics. So it's a little fountain they made. It's very pretty. It's a little well they made. It's very pretty. And then they did some rune stones. It's all very pretty and very stunning. I'm very glad they're doing this. But again, very little in the terms of gameplay. It feels very stagnant right now. I don't feel like the update is this big thing every time. It feels like even when it's big, it feels kind of small. Or very shallow, maybe, I think is the word. But yeah, there's some good, some not so great, but I think that the horses look great always. Let's hope it gets better over time, because I'm sure it will. So, where am I? Diamond says, rattle drink souls, we all know it. They taste delicious. All right, so let's move on to, what is Sandy saying? God. Sandy and Nora just giving each other hugs and being all sweet and stuff. Go and do that where the people can't see. So Kiba is, hey Rattle, love your videos. I have a huge issue with installing SSO. The launcher is fine, but when it's, God, there's another one. But when it starts installing, downloading, it keeps getting strung up on itself. Try installing it on another disk. That could work. Or you'll have to completely uninstall, delete it, clean the oh, that's weird. I'd say try installing it on another disk drive if you can. That might solve it. But either that, reach out to support. I'm sure they'll be able to help. Abigail says, I'm sad they are working on breeds before seeing proof of gameplay. Yes, that is a huge problem. Too many breeds, not enough gameplay. Unfortunately. But yeah, looks good. Always looks good. Like, you can't say anything, but it always looks good. Well, Nora, I'm always jealous. What are you talking about? Like, Jesus. Okay. Let's move on to Acquire. For those of you who might have forgotten, Acquire is it's going to be a sort of management game with 3D elements. It's going to be more a stable management type game. So I'm looking forward to that. The developer has a lot of ideas for this game. But I kind of wanted, so I kind of wanted to chat about it because he's very, very, very active. So just to kind of show you, like, these are all the updates that he's made. I'm not going to go through all of them, but is music playing? Yes! Stop that. Stop playing. Thank you. Stop that. Stupid game. Anyway, so you can see that he is very active. And I kind of like that. You know, you can kind of see some of the menus and stuff that he's done. This is sort of the newest one where he is chatting about, adding a new horse model. Jeez, my brain. He's adding a new horse model. And he is also going to be adding player customization, which will enable... Now my dog's barking. It's such an interesting day today. We're also going to be having player customization, which will enable your customers, essentially, the people who are kind of visiting your ranch, to have a huge, difference. Like, what do you call it? Variety? The word doesn't work. So it's just so weird. But it's going to be so great. So I kind of like this game. I like the fact that the developer is consistently updating. I think it's every month. Like, he's updating, much like Astride. Every month we get a new update. And he's kind of fixed up on the way that you can kind of, interact with objects. It's like, let me show you here, just to show you a little screenshot here. You're going to have a lot of options here with this game. For those of you who want a little more, I did make a video about this game, so please go check it out. I kind of like what the developer is working on, and I kind of like the idea, and I have to mute the stupid thing. So yeah, go check it out. Some of the stuff that you can do here, and yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on this because Acquire is a newer game, and I really want to see it get a little bit more love. Hang on. My dogs just came in. What an interesting live stream. I have rain, I have thunder, I have dogs. It's such a good live stream. Haha, just got serenaded, says Abigail. I did, though. I did. All right, so just for those of you who have kind of checked into Acquire, do you like the game? Have you kind of looked into it? Are you happy with it? Sandy says, sad I never see the updates for this game despite me following it. Are you in the Discord, Sandy? Sandy Dandy. Sandy Dandy Derek Fail. Are you in the Discord? Liam Sundin says, someone just starts playing the piano behind Rattle. It's a day in the life, Liam. That happens. Usually it's a violin, but sometimes a piano. So Kiba says, the progress keeps leaping back and forth between certain percentages. Example 15 and 53 and doesn't complete. Okay. Kiba. That sounds... I have no idea, but nothing... My internet is... I am not IT. I have to tell you this right now, girl. I'm not IT. Maybe go on Reddit. Kiba, go on Reddit. Reddit is a scary place, but the people there are actually very nice and they might be able to help you. Noble Code says, hey Rattle, thanks for checking out Acquire. I'm actually updating the screenshots right now. Give me 20 minutes and you can check. I will do that. Are you, like, is that the developer? The developer is in my chat? Hi! Thank you for being here. All right, we're going to keep Acquire open and we update in, like, run a stream, maybe. We're going to run in there somewhere. We're going to update the stream and update the thing.